Hi and welcome to this Blueberry Markets video update with me, John Kibler, head currency analyst. In this video, I'm going to go through pound US dollar as there could be an opportunity to see higher prices. Now, pound obviously still a little bit weaker. When we look at it from a strength meter point of view, we can see that the pound is at the lows of the strength meter, but it is starting to creep to the upside, which is making me want to be a potential buyer of the pound against weakening currencies. Currencies that are getting weaker at the moment, the dollar's been getting weaker, although the dollar index is actually at a major support point. So if actually let's just open a dollar index chart. So I'm just going to go to view, market watch, US dollar. I'm just going to bring it into a new chart window here. Open it up. Let's right click. Let's get a template on this. Let's see if this one is a good template. Oh, I was actually asked what colors do I use and everything. So if I actually go to properties, go to colors, if you want to take a screenshot of that, these are the colors that I use as my templates. Okay, so just to kind of highlight, dollar index is coming into a support point. It's basically trading between sort of $99 and $98 on this range. So we are coming into the lows of the range, okay? So there is a possibility that price could start to bounce from these lows, which then in turn could put a bit of pressure on the downside of the pound. What I'll be looking for is for dollar index to clear this low, okay? So if the dollar index clears this low and we start pushing to the downside, I'm going to start looking for those long opportunities on pound US dollar. Reason being, it's like I said, strength meter suggesting that pound's coming back into the sort of strength potentially. Last week's price action suggesting as well that, you know, we're starting to find buyers around about this 1.3. The only disappointing thing with pound US dollar last week was that we actually started to trade below 132 again. Now, the reason being, or if we actually kind of just zoom out a second, we actually saw this head and shoulders pattern form. Now, retail traders would have been really jumping on the back of this. You know, retail traders like ourselves would have been looking at this head and shoulders pattern and been looking to potentially jump on a move at the neckline at that 132. But when something is so clear like this pattern here, we do often see the pattern less likely to work. Okay, so the price rejected, pushed lower, and it actually came into the sort of right shoulder point once more of the pattern, where obviously that would be almost like the bailing point for if anybody was long. You know, that would be the last sort of ditch area for the stop losses to be if anybody was long around about 132. So now that price has hit that area, we've started to see buyers come back in. I would still like to see price trade back above 132 just from a confidence point of view. I think if we were to see a break back above 132, that we would see some strong buying coming back into the market. However, we could start looking for sort of shorter term positions down through here. If I actually go to an hourly time frame, you know, we can see that there's been a lot of build up down around about this 1.31 area. So if I actually just highlight that on the chart, around about 1.31, lots of build up in and around that area. So this could be where the market wants to retest again. Okay, if price pushes back down to that point, dollar index finds support at the lows in the short term, then we could see price trade back to 1.31 before a move higher. But I like upside. What I am going to be watching, like I said, just to kind of recap, what I'm going to be watching is this US dollar index. I want to see if price can trade lower, just to kind of add some weight behind that. If I just look at when price traded to the high, it was around about the 28th of March, a couple of days ago, where price retested the highs on the dollar index and fell. If you actually look at the pound on the 28th, we can see here price was down at these lows and rebounded to the upside. So I want to see the dollar reject. I want to see the dollar continue to sell off. That will give us further opportunities to be a buyer of the pound. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel to see some more of our Forex trading content. And I'll speak to you in the next video.